Hey there guys, I'm Anthony Sinclair and this is your Trent TV Christmas bulletin.
You didn't want to scratch, but then you got the itch. You only wanted snow out, but you got the witch. You know you're always paying for the shit that's free. It's not easy when it's complexity.
Earlier this month, Nottingham City Centre played host to an anti-war campaign. Their message was clear.
Don't bomb Syria! Don't bomb Syria!
The government have recently voted in favour for the UK to go ahead with airstrikes in Syria. The controversial decision has provoked backlash nationwide. Nottingham has been no different, with a protest march which was organised over social media. The group called Don't Bomb Syria had over 730 people showing their interest on Facebook. The protest groups say they oppose the drive of war and that Britain's involvement will make us a terrorist target. On Saturday, 33-year-old Daniel Pavis was slit on the throat by another man waving a machete in a tube station in London. The unknown assailant was heard saying this is for Syria. It seems this is a war that has outstayed a welcome it never had.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We don't want another war!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Stop the killing, stop the hate!
Sexual health is an important topic for many. Most people don't think twice about going to get tested, but for the Black African community it is a very different landscape. They make up just 2% of the population but account for over a third of cases of known STIs. Harvey Jameson has more.
Hi, I'm Harvey Jameson here with Trent TV at the Hilton Hotel at an event called Change It Starts With You in association with the Terence Higgins Trust, where the Black African community is trying to gather support and raise awareness of HIV and AIDS to a community that don't get as much help as they deserve.
The HIV is such an important issue in the African communities because Africans are disproportionately affected by HIV everywhere in the world.
Dedicated health workers want to change these statistics and promote early diagnosis.
From what I found speaking to various people within the African community is the whole stigma. When you talk about sexual health testing, people generally think, oh, I'm going to have to go to the GU and people are going to see me going there. And immediately the connotation is I'm sexually promiscuous, which in the African culture is quite a taboo subject. People aren't very open about their sexual lives. They like to keep their lives private. And that makes it really hard for them to go out there and seek the help that they need to get.
The speakers that were invited to the event promoted their services and actively engaged the community about how important it is to get help if you need it.
Any awareness raising, encouraging people to access sexual health services, particularly from African communities, black and minority ethnic, but also within the white British communities, is really important to maintain good sexual health. We're a population together out there, and I think it's, tonight is a good example of us promoting services and making it really clear that we are available to everybody and that we can reach into communities as well to provide those services.
So I've been Harvey Jameson for Trent TV News.
With Christmas just over 2 weeks away, money is getting tight. What with all that fast food from Trent Kebabs chipping you over into your overdraft, Pandora Forsyth went round asking students what they think NTU could do to make their money stretch further.
It's very difficult for me to get hold of second-hand books. If there's some kind of process where I could be contacted by maybe past students, or if there's links for me to get hold of previous books that have been used, it would save me a lot of money this year from my experiences.
So we have to go to Clifton like nearly every day, and it's quite expensive if you don't have a bus pass. So maybe NTU could make the buses a bit cheaper than £3.50 every day.
I think they could make the SU student shop a lot cheaper because I think prices are quite competitive. Like it seems to be more expensive than Tesco and maybe in the range of like Marks and Spencer's and those sort of premium shops. And I don't know about the quality of the products, but it doesn't seem cheap for students.
NTU is all about the environment and how they can be more efficient with their energy. Tiffany Higgins went out to investigate more.
Here at Nottingham Trent University, we've further reduced our estate's carbon footprint with the construction of brand new pavilion building. It generates more energy than it consumes. The pavilion, which opened in September and is part of a multi-million-pound development of the Clifton campus, is the university's first building to be given a carbon negative energy rating of A+.
there's already plans in place for a new science and technology building, and we're really hoping we'll be able to push the boat out again and make that as sustainable as possible. And then I'm sure there'll be more developments. Certainly refurbishments of some of our older buildings. That's probably where we need to move next as well.
And now here's a proper feel-good story about a beautiful bond between a man and many hedgehogs he rescues and gives shelter. Our Anna Butler went along to the Christmas market to meet the remarkable man.
Nottingham Christmas Market. Not the usual place you would find woodland creatures, but for the second year running, Nottingham Hedgehog Rescue is greeting shoppers with a spiky friend. Frank Tett, founder of Nottingham Hedgehog Rescue, set up the centre 7 years ago with his wife Veronica. After the success of last year's Christmas market, they're back for more.
The main purpose is to come here to raise money for our health hospital, because we have 92 hedgehogs in at the moment, and they cost us 50p a day each, so they drain the resources quite rapidly. But the second reason we're here is, and it's almost just as important, is the fact that we like to show, especially the young children, a live hedgehog, because in the last 50 years we have gone from a population of 30 million down to fewer than a million, which means that we've lost 29 million from our environment.
To raise money for the centre, Frank sells aroma globes and hedgehog storybooks, as well as giving people the chance to donate. So are shoppers taken by Frank and his friend?
The hedgehog's very cute. Yeah, it's nice to be protected this time of year as well. Give them some food, keep them warm. It's lovely jubbly. My daughter loves it as well. She thinks it's cute too.
I probably love animals and remember Frank and the hedgehog Andrew from last year, so we made a special little trip to come and say hello to him.
As I never would have known about it except in a very general sense if I hadn't seen them, and if my friend hadn't seen them earlier in the week and pointed them out to me, I never would have known about the organisation really, so it was wonderful, it really was.
Had a great day here at the Christmas markets with Frank and little Andrew, and if you fancy coming down and sharing in the Christmas spirit, it's a great place to donate some of your loose change for a worthwhile cause.
Oh, wasn't that hedgehog cute? Anyway, that's it now for this year. We'll see you all in 2016. Have a nice Christmas.